Hello, all my crafty friends. Welcome to Sewing Tuesday. So we are going to, I'm going to show you how I make just general tags, and then we're going to sew them, and I'm going to show you tips and tricks on how to get perfect corners. This was asked by one of my followers to do this, so that's what we're doing. I'm going to be backing these. These are just regular. I have a bunch already cut out, but I wanted to show you how I do these. So this is just Melana, I can never pronounce it, a folder. Yeah, open it up, there you go, that kind of thing. So I have quite a few here, and with this little tag, what I like to do is I like to chop those off when I get to a certain point, because I love to make like little, use them for a page edge. So I will be keeping that, and I think I'm going to make this a journal card. So this is already, we're going to cut this to 4, and we have 2 journal cards. So I have quite a bit. So we're just going to decorate what I have and call it good. So what I have is all of this, and I'm going to be decorating them with some, I gutted a Harry Potter journal for a book for a journal. So we're going to use books for pages from this, music pages, and another book. So here we go, and I think we're just going to start ripping and taking them, All right, we're going to go with those, and then we want some music, and I was thinking of doing some, like using wallpaper, but I think we're going to see what we get with this bunch. So I'm going to apologize ahead of time if I pause to think of words to say. Like I said in another video, I literally have been dealing with migraines over 2 weeks. Well over 2 weeks. And part of having the migraines is my processing words and thinking is kind of wonky. So I still want to get these videos out, and this is actually my calming. So this is what we're doing. Okay, so I'm going to use like this one, because these are little smaller words for these smaller journal cards. So I already rounded some aren't that way because I haven't done them yet. All right. Oh, here's my little, like, I use a decorative eraser to keep my pen thing in, and it's kind of big, which is great, so I know where it's at. So next, all I do is, make sure I get as close to the edge, but really, because we're sewing these, it really doesn't matter. And I'm just going to put this right on that side. The back will be nice and ready for reading, and we're going to do another little one. And so some of these have tape and wording, and just glue right over it, and there you go. Easy, fun. And the extra on all of this we will be using for clusters and stuff. So we're going to let that dry. And let's see, this is a bigger one. So I'm going, so what I want to do is I want this on the top with the chapter 1, because look how that fits just great. So I am actually going to crease this. So when I flip it over to get my wording, I know right where to put it. And again, if you don't want to get really close to the edges, you don't have to. I still do like to, even though I am sewing them. Okay. So you're going to put this right up here with those creases right there. So I am guaranteed to get that picture I want. You can do this for like anything, like children's books. We'll do another one where I exclusively, like a video on just children's, pulling stuff out of children's books and making ephemera out of it. But look at that. So when you pull that over, it's going to be perfect. That's going to be your top part. How fun is that? Okay. Now we can easily, here, we'll use this as a little journal card, and we can easily put this right down there. I hope everyone is doing great. I am doing this the day before, and I'll be able to, yeah, we leave. My son starts next week of school, kind of crazy, on Monday. So of course that's going to start the whole costume thing for me. We're going to add some music. Yeah, lots of costumes. Starts doing the tuxes and dresses for the high school. Which, if this migraine continues, I hope it's not that long. But if it is, we'll make do, you know. So if it does, then what we'll do is I'll be wearing sunglasses. Kind of weird to wear sunglasses in stores and stuff, and sometimes in your own house. Today is not a really bad day. It's very mild. I have noticed it's getting better, so hopefully that will continue. Let's do one of these big journal cards and do this on here. I just love using music to make journal tags and journal cards. So we're gonna go this way. Yeah, my daughter's getting ready to pack for college. She still has work this week. My son has intensives for dance, which is, it's fun. It's a good thing. Keeps him something to do. All right, let's do one more of these. I'm just gonna use this up. Might not use all of these music tags for this journal. I had all of this wonderful ephemera made pockets and tag clusters and some tags and stuff for another Harry Potter journal that I was just going to try and make and sell. And it was so, and I had my niece and nephew last week. My niece is a little crafty. Sorry. I'm so sorry. My niece loves to craft. And so I wound up using all that we made. Her mother is a huge Harry Potter fan, so I let her pick out the papers she wanted on there. Oh nice, we'll do that. but that's okay. We'll make it this way. She did a lot of, she picked all the papers in what order she wanted them, and so we put those together, and then she made her own little ephemera and then finished it off with what I had. And she was having so much fun. So now I get to remake all my ephemera again. But the little munchkin, like literally, she just loved it. She's 13. And I believe she's autistic. I think. I can't remember. Anyhow, that really doesn't matter. But she was having a ball. I'm going to have to figure out how to get them out here for this summer. Just snag them here and there for summer, right? Okay, so I think I'm going to use this as an actual page in one of the books. And possibly that. So we're just going to finish the rest of these on here or use the music. Yeah, I mean, it's okay if it has partial, right? So here we go. This is lots of fun. Yeah, so my daughter was supposed to go to girls' camp last week, and she was there for 24 hours. Then we get a phone call. They had a flash flood and had to come home. So, which is fine, but it scared a lot of those girls. So, you know, they're all hiding out in bathrooms, and oh, I just felt so bad for them. That's okay. I'm hoping we're doing, other than that, we're doing good. I'm going to go shopping at Michael's before my daughter goes off to college so I can use her discount one more time. And then I'll just have to wait until I see her. So when I do these, the ones that are done, I just like to, you know, I just cut them with the scissors. It's not a big deal. Then trying to chop them with the other. So, and sometimes what I'll do is hold this down and then just rip it. But I'm cutting them this time. If it's a very fragile paper, I do that. And then I will, the next step, what I do is I'll sand it. The problem with these is sometimes, especially with me, you don't get it all right. So you always chop off a little bit of it. Oh well. So I'm just going to fast forward this bit. Okay, so here are some of them. We don't have this, so I need to, here's my corner rounder. Corner around the bottoms. You see that is like not totally glued, but it's okay. Love how that one turned out. Now I wanted to show you how I do these with, because this is a little fragile of paper. So what I do is I just take the edge and just go down. And then that just rips away. Okay, so I'm going to finish these up and then I'll meet you at the sewing machine. Okay, so we are back at the sewing machine and we'll show you different ways to get, one, to do tags and then to get a perfect corners. We're going to start with the little one, and I have a brown thread in here so you can see it. I'm going to start right here, and I think I'm just going to do a straight stitch. Now remember, when you do a straight stitch, you want to have that stitch length extended. 2.5 is the normal one when you're sewing fabric. That's manufacturer comes out. That's the stitch length that comes out. But you want to do at least a 3.5 or a 4 when you're doing on paper, so you don't rip your paper. Big difference for that. So what I'm doing is just going, and then what you want to make sure you do is, if you like what I just missed, you want to make sure your needle is down when you stop. And that's what makes it, you know, get a really good, oh, you guys can't see that close. Dang it. I need to move you. There you go. Hopefully you don't fall. Sorry. Different tripod. I couldn't find my normal tripod. Now, some people really like strings. Some people don't. It's all preference. I am not a... The quilter in me says cut all the strings. So I'm trying really hard not to do that. So here's how this one turned out. Now here's the other beautiful thing about... Oh, dang it. I got glue on this. Okay. Here's the beautiful thing about cards and journaling. They don't have to be perfect. If you want that straight edge, you do that straight edge. If you don't want that straight edge, you don't do that straight edge. That's the beautiful thing. It is, you do you. What one person does is not necessarily what another person does. Knowing it's not right or wrong, you do what looks good. Sorry, I'm trying to get this tape off my scissors. Okay, so we're going to do this one. And this time, I'm not going to try and do perfect edges. I'm literally going to just... If I go off, I go off. If I don't, I don't. Then I just go back on. Oh. Look how cute that looks. I'll go show all of these to you better when we're done with this. So with this one, I'm going to do both. So I'm going to do a straight stitch, and then I'm going to turn on a zigzag and do a zigzag up top. And then I'm going to stop, make sure my needle is down, flip it, and make sure my needle is down. And now I'm going to switch it to a straight edge again. And when you switch it back, it goes back to 2.2. So you have to remember to make your stitch lengths longer. And then I'm just going to do a funky, here we go. And a little culmination of both. So these have a rounder edge. So let's show you how I'm going to do a zigzag because I can. And I'm going to just start right here. Oh, let me just fix my thread. There you go. And I'm just going to zigzag it. And then when I get close to this, I'm going to put this down, turn it just a little, make sure it's down, turn it just a little. And see how I just did that turn? You can, when you get better at it, you can totally just turn as you go. Especially when you are dealing with a curve. I'll show you where the difference is. Okay, doing that one up top, and then I just go. Sorry if you're shaking. Alright, and my bobbin is out. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back, sorry. Let's finish this off since it lost its threading. Now when I do that, I go a little bit further back and it has just a little layover. So something. Okay, please ignore the noise you hear. These walls are kind of thin, and my daughter's next door cleaning and singing her little head off. Well, 19 years. Oh, I can't believe she just turned 19. 18. Oh my gosh, I made her older than she is. She's 18. My son just had his 16th birthday. They're literally 2 days shy of 2 years. Kind of crazy. Not planned, by the way. Totally not planned. What the heck? All right. So I'm gonna clear that, go to straight stitch, go down, go up, and now try to rethread it again. The threading I did before probably was completely off. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now let's hope this works. Now this is a really long thread, so I'm going to trim that and throw it on the side. I was going to throw it on the ground and then realized I can't do that. Okay, let's see if this will work. Hold on to your threads. Oh, and now I have it. Let's put it back on. Zigzag. There we go. And then you just have a little layover and lots of threads. That's a really thready one. Oh well. Okay, now I'm gonna do a combined. So I'm going to start with a straight stitch. What's up, Mouthy? That cat. They're not happy because I have my windows closed, my curtains closed. They like them open. Okay, so when I do these and I have these curves, I literally just go slow and just turn my paper. And turn it. And turn it. And that gives me a straight. Okay, so we're going to do this and I'm just in love. I'm going to zigzag this because I just love it. Love how this turned out. So I'm going to start right here. And we're going to have, we're going to do like the clean crisps. So I'm going to go in and I don't know if you can tell, but it's not, because I don't put it right at the edge, but I put it a little over. So if the zigzag goes over the edge, it's not a huge deal, but it should kiss the edge per se. So, and I'm going to back up some and then go forward. And remember, make sure it goes down. And we are going to just go, go, go. And make sure it's down. All right. Now, I'm going to have that go on the inside and show you guys what happens. Now, okay, it's the position of my needle is the left side when you're doing the zigzag. And I'm lifting it up. Wanted to show you guys the difference in between them. So, this one, I stopped at the right. This one, I stopped at the left. This one, I came a little close to the bottom, so it kind of combined it. So, it just depends on what look you want. Let me do another big one with the zigzag. Here, let's do this. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to do all of this where I lift it up on the left. And then I'll do another one where I'm zigzagging and lift it up on the right. And then I'll do some straight stitches with that type of. So I'm kind of ignoring these corners while I'm doing these. So, and you know, your zigzag, you know, it goes right, left, right, left, right, left. So when you stop it, see, I stopped at a little head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down. Okay, I'm going to go over just a tad and down and go. So I'm going to, because I'm so close and I didn't want to pass it, I used my button, which was to lift the needle up and down to get it to the down position. And now I'm going to go down. Okay, now when you get close to the edge, you want to monitor how much. Okay, so here, let me see. I'll try to zoom in for you guys can see this better. But I have very little on there. I'm lifting it up. It's on the left, and I am flipping it over. And now I'm doing the zigzag. And I'm just sewing it straight off this edge. to get us the... Okay, so there's a crisp. And again, these are really big and you are really close to my sewing machine so you guys can see. So now this time I'm going to stop it on the right side so you guys can actually see what the difference is. It's all preference, so you have to play around, but remember, to get a better crisp looking corner, keep your needle in the down position when you turn your pages, when you turn your corners. Okay, so so we're going to have that down. We're going to go over and sew. Okay, now these are all right edges. It all really varies on what you want. Okay, there we go. Oh, I could probably, no, I'm going over. Okay. And I'm going to just sew down and do a little back stitch because that's what I want to do on this one. So here's how they look going on the rights. Okay, now let's do this one with the straight stitch. So we're going to clear, we're going to make sure that goes up. Don't forget to do your stitch length. Now I'm going to start a little down below and I'm going to go I'm going to keep my foot presser down. Again, my stitch is down. My needle is in the down position when I switch my corners. Now, I am going to, because it's something you can do, I'm going to add a little zigzag right here. And then I'm going to do straight stitch the rest of the way. And I am moving my stitch allowance, my stitch length back up. So we're going to turn that. Turn that. And then I want to end it with a zigzag. And we're going to go over that straight stitch just a little so it has a little bit more flare. And there's your straight corners. Okay, so I have two more little ones. And I think what we're going to do is play around with a different zigzag. So this is just a different looking zigzag. I'm going to do this with the last two. And the key is just down. I'm turning while they are down. Now, again, we've talked about OCD versus not OCD, and I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter how you craft, whether you're OCD crafter or not. But this is where OCD versus not OCD comes in play, because I don't try really that hard to get crisp corners. Sometimes I do, sometimes I want it crisp, but the crafter in me, the quilter and always having to have it perfect, kind of likes the not having it perfect. So, but I do sometimes like it. So let's use this stitch, and we're going to do this one, and then I'll take you over, needle down, turn. I'm going to take you guys over to the table so you guys can have a better look of it. Okay. And here we go. Okay, so I'm going to take you to the other setup, and I will be right back. Okay, so here we go. I scrubbed them from the back and went forward. So here's this one with straight stitches, and it has your nice little corners. This is the one we did. That was all zigzag. And granted, what I would do with this also is probably like go over it again and double it, but I kind of like how that looks on its own. Here's this one with the combination of the two. Here's this one, and look, so this, excuse me, was when I did it on the left. So where I just turned while we sewed it. I love this. Okay, so these were done, this was done with the right in, and these were done with the left. See the difference between them? It literally, you have like this look versus this look, and I'll show you on the other ones we've done, which I believe is this one and this one. Okay, so these ones I overlapped a little, but the corners are really crisp still. Here is this is where I left on the left, stopped on the left. This is where I stopped on the right. They both are really cute, and they both give you crisp lines. Oh, here's a straight one I did with the little zigzags. I love combining the two and just adding a little bit of flair in the stitching. And you can do it where you just go around one side and the other. And oh, sorry about my cord. I need to figure out a better way to keep it out. You could do it a different way where you are literally just sewing right here, and just have that, or just this part. It's, it's your preference. Sky's the limit. So here's the other decorative stitch I did, and this one hides the corners really well. So there you go. Then all you have to do is ink up the edges if you want them inked and decorate them, and you're set. I think this video has gotten a little long, and so I'm going to call it done here. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Sewing Tuesday. The thing is, don't be afraid to use a sewing machine. Don't be afraid to experiment. Because, I mean, look, it's just, the more you do it, the better you are. And if you don't think it looks good, guess what? I bet other people do, because we are our worst critics. We judge ourselves and compare ourselves to others, and that doesn't help anyone. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day. You are important. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.